Boxing fans here with Johnny Nelson. It's been ordered that Usyk needs to fight Daniel Dubois. That's a tough ask for Daniel, right?
Yeah, definitely, especially after Daniel's last fight. There's a lot of fighters will be licking their lips because I, like many fighters, ex-fighter, saw something in Daniel that you think, oh, you ain't got that. That's not a good trait to have. And that's the trait. What I'm talking about is when he got hit, got hurt, then he didn't get hit, then went down. You know, it's something that subconsciously you can't help yourself but do once you get into the habit, but you do. And everybody can see it. I don't know if anybody's talking about it, but it's fact. So any fighter out there thinking, I want to fight him, I know exactly what to do with that boy there. Dubois can punch. Dubois can fight, and he's a good giver. He's a good taker. I think that fight showed no. But he dug in. You know, he came through. I think one of the rounds finished a little early. But I think that fight, Dubois against Usyk, I don't think it'll happen. I think what would they do with Dubois? I think Dubois, there's still a lot of learning to do. And it's not just about punching a bag, it's about that mindset. And that's what he needs to work on. Because the young man can fight, the man can punch, but it's mindset.
I actually do want your opinion on something. Eddie Hearn's always maintained that Anthony Joshua's resume has been better than Tyson Fury's. In your eyes, even after the 3 Wilder fights, we can obviously he's done whatever he's done with Chisora in the past and in the last fight. How true is that statement in your eyes, and do you believe it's correct?
Listen, it's not a secret. I'm a massive fan of Anthony Joshua. I've always championed Anthony Joshua. When asked who would win, I'd say Anthony Joshua. So I've got every reason to say, yeah, Eddie's right. Tyson Fury's proved he's the best in the world. You know, it gripes you to say or not, he's the best in the world. So regardless of what your resume says, Tyson Fury's proved he's the best in the world, and he's still unbeaten. You know, Anthony Joshua's lost 3 times in his career, so it doesn't matter about what you say about the journey there. They're there. You know, these men are. You know, Tyson Fury's held his position, and Tyson Fury's maintained his position and his dominance. So just speak on that. Let's not. I can baffle you with science and talk about your laces, talk about your coat, talk about your hair, and just change the subject. You know, the fact is, Tyson Fury is the best fighter out there. It doesn't matter what he said or done. That's the goal. That's what everybody's reaching to be the best and prove they're the best. Tyson Fury's proved that. So Anthony Joshua's got to get himself back into that position again to say, all right, then I'll fix it. Because a loss doesn't mean the end of your career. A loss means you either learn from it or you lock out from it. You know, if you can't handle it, then back off. You know, so a lot of that's the true fight. How many fighters can deal with the loss? How many fighters can come back from the losses? How many fighters can learn from the losses? So this is Anthony Joshua's true fight. Not what's going on in the ring. It's how he deals with it mentally.
How did you deal with things mentally? Because obviously there was a lot of scrutiny on with yourself originally when you were fighting.
So this is why I'm in a privileged position to actually say this. Not many fighters are in a privileged position to say that. You know, and at the time it's horrible. You know, you've got a proper chip on your shoulder. You're a bit paranoid about what people think of you. You're paranoid about what you think of yourself. So Anthony Joshua has now got to get his head right. You know, and listen, business-wise, it'd be great. Anthony Joshua's out in March, he's out in April, whatever. He's out on a regular. For him as a fighter, now his motivation is, why am I in this? I want to be the best again. So if I truly want to be the best again, I've got to make the right steps to become the best. So those losses, I've got to learn from those losses, accept them, say, right then, that didn't work, this didn't work, this is what I'm lacking, this is what I need to do. And what he's doing right now, going about finding a trainer that he settles with, that's what he goes. Then he's got to work behind closed doors and get comfortable with that fight, that trainer. Get comfortable with the method of training, get comfortable with the things he's learned. Work at his pace, not your promoter's pace, not the TV company's pace, work at your pace. And if you truly want to be where you believe you belong, then you'll get that. And if you don't, then work at everybody else's pace. You know, because you make everybody else happy.
Fair enough, last one from myself. Conor Benn's released a statement of some sort saying...
Can I just say something? There's a kid just walked in, looks like Chris Bill and Smith's younger brother.
Okay.
Really slim and everything, new haircut and that. Looks like him, but carry on. Well, it's not him.
Yeah, Conor Benn released a statement, you know, posting on social media now. How quick do you want this, just, you know, the things to come out, the Conor Benn situation just to be over and dealt with?
Number one, keep the noise down over there. Jesus! Number one, I think let time tell its story. You know, it's a he said, she said. Conor's made a statement. When he does fight, then whoever puts him on has got to say, right, these are our findings, this is what we're dealing with. Conor Benn is obviously hurt by what people have said, and people have only dealt with what they know, and he's asking you to believe him over what you can see. And that's very hard to expect from people that don't know you personally. And listen, and you just got to let time tell its own story. And we'll see what happens when Conor Benn goes to get in the ring, because there has to be an explanation. And we'll wait and see.
Final one, 2023. What's that one fight you want to see in the world? It doesn't need to be on a Sky Sports show, just anywhere.
Crawford. Before we speak about that's it. That's
right, number 2, because that's quite obvious.
All right, you asked me a question, I'll give it you, man. I'm interested to see Tyson Fury against Usyk. I think Fury beats him. Let me think. I am interested to see Wilder against Ruiz. I think Wilder beats him. Ruiz is the better boxer, Wilder's the better puncher. So Ruiz can take a lick, but I think how Ruiz fights, I reckon if he loses and gets stopped, it'll be by a shot on the top of the head, and that'll put him down, discombobulate him. But if Wilder lets him get him close, Fury will outbox him, beat him up, knock him out.
Interesting. Johnny, it's a pleasure always talking to yourself, take quite a bit of your time. And no doubt I'll see you very soon. Top man.
You want to just tell your neighbour to shut. Yo! Shh!
Johnny Nelson, thank you.